ABC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back and welcome to the weekend. Good looking weather after the fog tonight, and that's going to be the big issue. Issue number one is fog, and it's only going to get thicker through tomorrow morning. Seth Lewis at the football game down in Kaplan earlier today as the fog was beginning to roll in. This is a radiational fog. This is cool stuff. You see how it's just on the ground, probably up to about 10 feet high or so. So that fog, and you want to cheer about it, go for it as well. That fog develops in the fields, and then in the atmosphere the clouds are sitting down on us. This is just a traffic cam from Ambassador Caffrey at the I-10 westbound ramp, and you can see the visibility is pretty low here. I've seen as low as an eighth of a mile visibility across the area as I drove back in from my dinner break at about 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight. So please be careful. The showers are pretty much done with as they have pushed off to the east, and the upper level dynamics that were creating the shower activity pushed through pretty quickly as expected, but in its wake, very weak area of elongated low pressure right here sitting right on the coast, and it's probably not going to go anywhere anytime soon until drier air pushes in from the northwest, and that won't happen until mid-morning tomorrow. So that's why fog is going to be the issue. So as we take a look at the radar, most of the big stuff was offshore, so today did not turn out to be too bad of a day at all, just scattered showers, and now we're just seeing ground clutter in the wake of those showers. Here's that dense fog advisory. This was issued roughly about 8:30 this evening. It's in effect now through 10 a.m. Saturday. In some spots, it may take till 11 or 12 o'clock to lift, especially down toward Morgan City. In fact, we'll take a look at, first off, current visibilities, and you can see thickest fog showing up across western Louisiana. The darker shades here corresponds to lower visibilities, so a quarter mile DeRidder, half mile at Fort Polk, about a mile on Natchitoches. Lafayette, I just checked the latest stop, was down to 1.25 miles. That's at the airport, but you can have a lot of variability between where we're seeing observed stations, so keep that in mind. So here's the forecast. Overnight tonight, we start to see the darkness really descending upon the area, and this is just indicating that thick fog. Visibilities in spots going down to near zero, and from time to time, you'll get a breath of wind. The fog lifts a little bit, but then in spots it's going to be quite thick, especially near waterways and areas that are protected from the wind. And then we'll see those visibilities staying quite low through the early morning hours. Here's 7 o'clock in the morning. Look at all the zeros. It's rare when the model points to this. So this is that pea soup thick fog that you can barely see even after the sun comes up. So continue to use your low beam headlights. They work better than high beams at night, and use them during the day. Even if you can see the roadway, you want others to see you, and then don't forget to turn off the lights when you get to your destination. And watch how slow it is to burn. Still 8:30 in the morning, still low visibility, and then it eventually erodes. Franklin coming up to about 5 miles right at about noon. So coastal areas will see the fog and clouds longer than we will as you get farther inland during the day tomorrow. So here's Futurecast indicating that fog layer through first thing tomorrow morning. Temperatures in the mid-50s, but then skies becoming mostly sunny, exception being maybe along the coast, especially toward Cameron. That fog may stay all day long and then come back in tomorrow night, but we'll have to reassess that tomorrow. Nice and mild through tomorrow and into Sunday, but here comes a cool front that should generate some scattered showers, so we're not going with high rain chances, and then breezy, cooler air moving in as we head into Sunday night into Monday. Big change. We'll be in the 70s Sunday, but in the 50s for highs on Monday. Tonight, mid-50s, low to mid-50s across the board. Then tomorrow, we'll poke into the lower 70s, but if the clouds hang tough, you'll stay in the 60s tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening, upper 50s to near 60, maybe some fog as well. And then Sunday, we'll get well into the mid-70s before the effects of that cool front gets here, and that'll be coming in for Sunday night. So dense fog advisory in effect for all of Acadiana through 10 a.m. tomorrow. Cool and damp out there, and some mist in that fog. That's typical when we have this kind of fog. 72 after the fog burns off and the clouds go away as well. So mostly sunny and mild for the afternoon. Should be a nice afternoon for most. Going into Sunday, not a bad day as well. So if you're putting up Christmas lights this weekend, as I like to do when it's mild, not when it's cold, you got a good weekend. Chilly weather going into early next week with temperatures pushing the mid to upper 30s. Maybe a frost on Tuesday or Wednesday morning, and then milder temperatures toward the end of next week. And the following weekend still up in the air, maybe good rain chances next Saturday. We'll wait and see on that.
All right, thank you, Rob.